Thank you very much. Now we move on to Thailand. Thailand is witnessing a realignment of its political landscape following a surprising victory by Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul's Bhumjaithai party in the general election. With 94% of the vote counted, Bhumjaithai has secured 192 of the 500 seats in Thailand's parliament, far surpassing expectations. This marks a significant boost for the party, which had consolidated much of the conservative vote. The People's Party, which had led some polls ahead of the election, trailed with 117 seats, while the Pheu Thai Party, traditionally a dominant force, came in third with 74 seats. Let's listen into how the leaders from both of these parties have reacted to the election outcome.
What I think in my mind is this is a very important time that the people's voice can really change the country we have, because we have no the senator power to vote for the prime minister anymore. No matter what in the people's mind, the nationalism or anything else, I think the election result today will decide how our country or how Thailand is going to be in the future. So let it be on the people's voice, and I believe in the people's voice.
ในขณะนี้เนี่ยแม้ว่าการเลือกตั้งยังดำเนินการในเรื่องของการนับคะแนนและสรุปคะแนนผลการเลือกตั้งอยู่นะครับเราก็เห็นภาพที่ไม่เป็นทางการนะครับพรรคเพื่อไทยเรียนนะครับว่าเรากราบขอบพระคุณสำหรับพี่น้องประชาชนทุกท่านที่ได้ออกมาใช้สิทธิ์ใช้เสียงเลือกตั้งเดินหน้าระบอบประชาธิปไตยแล้วก็กราบขอบคุณทุกคะแนนที่ให้กับพรรคเพื่อไทยครับเป็นกำลังใจที่พวกเราจะเดินหน้าในการทำงานเพื่อพี่น้องประชาชนต่อไปนะครับ
Moreover, a total of 117 seats were won by other smaller parties, though final seat tallies may shift slightly due to Thailand's proportional voting system. The outcome sets the stage for coalition talks in the coming days, while Bhumjaithai's Anutin has indicated that his cabinet would retain key ministers from the incumbent government. The left-leaning People's Party has ruled out joining a coalition led by Anutin. They have also refused to form a rival coalition. Now for this, we welcome back Mr. Colin Chong-Yu Keith. He joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much, Mr. Keith, for staying with us. Now, we know that while Bhumjaithai's Anutin Charnvirakul has indicated that his cabinet would retain key ministers from the incumbent government, the left-leaning People's Party has ruled out joining a coalition led by Anutin. So, moving forward, how do you think these parties will be changing their strategy and alliance?
Well, we have seen it still remains to be seen. We're still in early stages. Bhumjaithai's win is proof that the wider public still retains the urgency, the need to maintain the sense of stability, nationalism, and also the status quo in terms of preserving the core interests of what they think will be important for the country in terms of also this conservative perception and movement. And to ensure that this populist, so-called populist and reformist, approaches being spearheaded by the People's Party, are not being chosen, that will have the risk of disruptions to Thailand in the years ahead. So this, the concession by the People's Party also reflects that the enduring power of Thailand's conservative establishment still prevails, and there's still these structural and systemic institutional limits on the extent of this people-led movement, reformist mobilization, and also maybe there's this some segments of voter fatigue when it comes to confrontation politics. So we have seen how the results portray that Thailand has once again chosen the spectrum of stability over transformation, and we might see that there's this new movement, also the efforts by the Bhumjaithai Party also to reinforce institutional continuity, stability, and a cautious foreign policy also, but also to double down on nationalist sentiments to protect the interests of Thailand as a whole. And we have seen how also this is important, and for the coalition to also drill in the fact that there's still the need for coming together of all these fractions, and the avoidance of also radical economic or constitutional reform, which has been the message by the people. But we foresee that for this time around, the extent, the depth, and the volume of the People's Party have not got the needed or desired results yet, and that there's still this mismatch between the what the people have wanted for stability and conservative alignment as compared to the chase for speedy reforms or speedy transformations of the entire structure of Thailand as a whole.
So voters this time have showed strong support for constitutional change. So what do you think this reflects about changing voter stance in Thailand?
We can't say for in total confidence yet. We have seen how, although the overall sentiments have been on the need to preserve the status quo, to preserve stability, and also being wary of this kind of the impact that these reformist measures or populist measures will affect the future of Thailand as a whole. Yet this movement has been ongoing for the past almost a decade now, and the strength has been gaining. But at the wider national level, it has yet to translate into practical results. And of course, both Pheu Thai and the People's Party have now come to accept the fact that they remain electorally, in terms of electoral capacity, still being relevant, although defeated. But again, because what they have argued is that they are strategically being constrained by this constitutional, judicial, and coalition limitations, and they have to come to accept the terms that the conservative preference to preserve the constitutional reality, the constitutional needs, and the judicial needs also, and to preserve also the stability and status quo of the monarchic order, and people have yet to fully embrace the notion that the extent of how the People's Party or Pheu Thai, or especially the People's Party, in terms of their idealist measures to transform the entire nation, that will be too far away from this traditional needs of maintaining stability in this monarchic order, and of course the constitutional needs. And that's what we can see now being translated in the result for these elections.
Thank you very much. With that, I would like to thank Mr. Keith for joining us today and sharing that insight. Now we move on to